again of Verona, and then you would have got there.
Was it of Verona?
Yeah, so you were close.
All right.
But no point on that one.
Well, we keep going until we beat Williams.
Which fictional spy goes by the code 007?
At 18, most of us were still figuring out deodorant, losing sleep over math homework, or flexing part-time jobs folding t-shirts at the mall. Meanwhile, Andrea Kimi Antonelli is out here casually replacing a 7-time world champion. Not in a video game. In real life, Mercedes didn't just hand him a seat, they handed him Hamilton's seat. No pressure, right? In this video, we're diving helmet first into the jaw-dropping, laugh out loud, and occasionally wheel-locking rise of F1's boldest rookie. We'll unpack how Antonelli skipped the line, torched expectations, spun a few times literally, and still managed to have Toto Wolff smiling most of the time. This isn't just about racing, it's about how to turn raw talent into a global storyline. Buckle up. It's lights out and away we go. From go-karts to global circuits. Antonelli's journey from karting prodigy to Formula One driver reads like something out of a Hollywood script, minus the part where someone yells, "Cut!" His racing career started before his adult teeth were fully grown. While his classmates were learning multiplication tables, Antonelli was already learning apex speed and throttle controlled in 2022. He destroyed the competition in Italian F4 like a hungry lion in a petting zoo. He didn't just win, he annihilated, often crossing the finish line with enough time to start his cooldown lap in Italian. Then came 2023, when he practically robbed the trophy cabinets. ADAC F4, Formula Regional Middle East, Formula Regional Europe. Triple Crown? More like a full-course meal with dessert and espresso. Mercedes took one look at his stats, ignored the no minors allowed warning, and yeeted him straight past F3 into Formula 2. That kind of promotion is rarer than a Ferrari team strategy going to plan. Even there, he didn't flinch. Despite his age and the fact he still needed a permission slip to race internationally, he delivered a strong rookie F2 campaign. That season alone should have made people believe. But Mercedes, they weren't just believers. They were already clearing a garage slot and embroidering his name on the racing overalls. The Mercedes gamble. When Lewis Hamilton announced he was leaving F1 in late 2024, presumably to start a new career racing time itself, the most prized seat on the grid became vacant. Most expected a seasoned veteran to slide in. Instead, Mercedes went full Uno reverse card on expectations and threw their teenage prodigy into the fire. AT18. Antonelli became the youngest Mercedes F1 driver in history. Fans screamed. Journalists fainted. The internet exploded with hot takes and Photoshop renders of him next to Luda and Fangio. And Antonelli? He quietly showed up to Melbourne, adjusted his oversized helmet, and drove the wheels off the car like it was stolen from destiny in his debut at the Australian Grand Prix. He did more than survive, he thrived. Qualifying solidly, keeping his nose clean, and finishing fourth, Antonelli turned the hype into horsepower. He led laps, set a fastest lap in Japan, and drove with the kind of confidence normally reserved for drivers twice his age or Verstappen on a Tuesday. For a kid who couldn't legally rent a car in most countries, he sure made the Mercedes W15 dance like it owed him money. Crash courses and literal crashes. Now don't grab the popcorn just yet, actually, no, grab it. Because every meteoric rise needs a thunderstorm. After his electric start, Antonelli hit the sophomore wall mid-season. Yes, sophomores can exist in their rookie year. Welcome to F1 logic. At Imola, his car conked out like an overheated laptop. In Spain and Silverstone, mechanical gremlins came out of the shadows like angry elves on Red Bull. Then in Austria, things got spicy. Battling Verstappen because why not punch the boss level early? Antonelli got a bit too friendly in turn 3, resulting in contact, controversy, and enough angry Twitter threads to knit a winter scarf. His crash at Monza added a local sting. It was like burning your lasagna in front of Nana. It wasn't career-ending by any stretch, but it served as a reminder. Talent is raw, experience is earned, and carbon fiber is expensive. Maple syrup and podium champagne. Just when critics started dusting off their "told you so" banners, Antonelli did what all great protagonists do: he flipped the script. At the Canadian Grand Prix in June 2025, he delivered a stunning performance, securing his first F1 podium. The crowd went wild, Italian Twitter had a national meltdown, and Mercedes finally exhaled for the first time all year. His performance wasn't a fluke. At the Miami sprint, he secured pole position in the sprint shootout, and no, he didn't do it by accident. By July, Antonelli had racked up a highlight reel most drivers would envy, complete with fearless overtakes, mature tire management, and post-race interviews that actually made sense. A rookie who doesn't speak in sponsor-scripted riddles? Revolutionary. Even in Monaco, where the narrow streets chewed him up and spit him out like expired prosciutto, Antonelli kept his cool. 3 laps down? So what? You learn. You file it away. You laugh at yourself and vow to drive better, or at least avoid the hotel concierge asking how you finished behind the safety car. The rumor mill. By mid-season, the F1 paddock turned into a high-stakes rumor buffet. Verstappen, bored or brewing, was linked with Mercedes. Alpine reportedly offered a seat if Antonelli needed development time. Suddenly, the media sounded like concerned schoolteachers. Maybe he's just not ready for the big leagues. But Mercedes boss Toto Wolff didn't blink. He publicly backed Antonelli like a proud dad at a chaotic school play. "He just needs time," Toto said, probably while sipping an espresso and wondering how many gray hairs were Antonelli induced. The teen sensation himself was even calmer. "I'm not really worried." Translation: the kid has more chill than a Swiss glacier. Contract-wise, Antonelli is confirmed through 2025. Beyond that, depends on performance, pressure, and how many other teams slide into his DMs. Stats don't lie. By July 2025, here's what Antonelli's rookie campaign looked like. 1 podium, Canada. Multiple points finishes. Sprint pole in Miami. Fastest lap in Japan. High-profile clash with Verstappen. A few embarrassing moments. Monaco, Monza. No total meltdowns. Infinite memes and fan edits. That's not just a decent rookie year, that's a Netflix season waiting to happen. The kid's pace is real. His mentality is solid. And the storyline? Chef's kiss. What storytellers can learn from Antonelli. Antonelli's story is more than just lap times and leaderboard positions. It's a narrative masterclass. He gives us the full arc. Bold introduction, meteoric rise, devastating fall, emotional comeback, and high-stakes tension. It's Rocky with race fuel. It's Spider-Man if he wore racing gloves. It's a story that hooks you, drags you through the dirt, and leaves you cheering like a lunatic in the final act. This is the kind of arc every great storyteller dreams of. A beginning that raises eyebrows. A middle full of chaos, character building, and memes. A payoff that makes grown men yell at the TV. Antonelli didn't just show up to race. He showed up with a plot. If you're a content creator, marketer, filmmaker, or aspiring storyteller, here's the secret. Structure your narrative like Antonelli's season. Start strong, stumble, surprise, then soar. And never, ever be afraid to show the mess. That's where the audience connects. Is Andrea Kimi Antonelli the next great icon of Formula One? That's still unfolding. But if we're talking raw talent, resilience under pressure, and charisma behind the wheel, the answer is already leaning heavily toward yes. He doesn't need to win a title this year. He just needs to keep building. And based on everything we've seen, he's doing just that, one dramatic, unpredictable, spectacular chapter at a time. He's the teenage thunderbolt in a sport obsessed with legacy. And right now, he's rewriting what a rookie season looks like, with a helmet, a grin, and absolutely no interest in playing it safe. You've just read the story of a real-life motorsport phenomenon and the perfect storytelling blueprint. If you laughed, learned, or yelled, "This kid's insane," at least once, then mission accomplished. Hit that like button, subscribe for more storytelling breakdowns, and drop your favorite Antonelli moment in the comments. Or better yet, write your own hero arc.